Hi world! Hello my beautiful, amazing, wonderful people. How are you? It is truly a lovely, wonderful, awesome and amazing day to be alive. And I am happy to be alive. I am grateful to be alive and I am thankful to be alive. And I hope that you're happy and thankful also to be alive. Happy new month. And I am staying optimistic that things are going to get better. That is me. I am staying optimistic. I am looking forward to a beautiful summer. It doesn't matter what is going on, I am still staying optimistic. And I hope that you guys are hoping and praying and wishing for the better. I do believe that better will come and better is coming. Right? Things won't be the same, but better is on its way. I believe it, and I hope that you believe it too. And with that said, I'm sending you love, peace, happiness, joy, and abundance in all good things. Receive it now and receive peace of mind. Be at peace. Be at peace with yourself and be at peace with God and be at peace with others. Just be at peace. Doesn't matter what is going on, just be at peace. And with that said, we're going to jump into our little book. We're on chapter 7. Yes, chapter 7. And it's the same book, You Can Do It by John Mason. Right? Guys, I'm rocking my Tina Turner hair style today, because truth be told, I do not like combing my hair. Yes, I am a person like this. I do not like combing my hair. I'll brush and go. So my hair will always be all over the place. Yes, I am one of those persons. I don't like combing my hair. Yeah, I know. But anyways, let's jump into chapter 7. And chapter 7 is talking about your best friends are those who bring out the best in you. Your best friends are those who bring out the best in you. Don't we all know that? Okay. Tell me who your best friends are, and I will tell you who you are. Tell me who your best friends are, and I will tell you who you are. If you run with wolves, you will learn how to howl. But if you associate with eagles, you will learn how to soar to great heights. If you run with wolves, you will learn how to howl. But if you associate with eagles, you will learn how to soar to great heights. And for years, I've had this little quote. I've had it with some other quotes. Yes, I had it on my door while going through high school. I printed them, and I laminated them, and I placed them on the door. So I've had this for years upon years. Proverbs 27 verse 19 says, "A reflects a man's face, but what he is really like is shown by the kind of friends he chooses. A mirror reflects a man's face, but what he is really like is shown by the kinds of friends he chooses. The simple but true fact of life is that you become like those with whom you closely associate. You become like those with whom you closely associate, right? For the good and for the bad. Think about it. Almost all of our sorrows spring out of relationships with the wrong people. Almost all of us spring out of relationships with the wrong people, right? We hang around the wrong people, start getting sorrows, heartache, problems, pain. But I always say it's a lesson. Do not dwell on it. Learn the lesson, forget the details, and keep moving forward. Yes. Instead, keep out of the suction caused by those who drift backwards. Keep out of the suction caused by those who drift backwards. That's by E.K. Piper. The less you associate with some people, the more your life will improve. The less you associate with some people, the more your life will improve. Don't we know that? I can testify to that over and over. The less you hang out with some people, the more your life will improve. Anytime you indulge in mediocrity in others, it increases your mediocrity. Anytime you indulge in mediocrity in others, it increases your mediocrity. A Bulgarian proverb confirms, if you find yourself taking 2 steps forward and 1 step backwards, invariably it's because you have mixed associations in your life. And this is so true. If you find yourself taking 2 steps forward and 1 step backwards, invariably it's because you have mixed associations in your life. Examine the people in your life. Right? If a loafer isn't a nuisance to you, it's a sign that you are somewhat of yourself. If a loafer isn't a nuisance to you, it is somewhat a sign that you're a loafer yourself. Right? If people who waste time isn't annoying to you, it's a sign that you like wasting time also. Guys, mosquitoes, almighty. I have discovered that an important attribute in successful people is their impatience with people who think and act negatively. Right? Successful people do not have patience with people who think and act negatively. Misery wants your company, but you don't have to let it in the door. Misery wants your company. How many times have we heard that? Misery loves company, right? But you do not have to entertain misery or miserable people. You know? You don't have to. Proverbs 13 verse 20 tells us, He that walketh with wise men shall be wise, but the companions of fools shall be destroyed. Hang out with wise people. Find wise people to hang out with, right? Because he that walketh with wise men shall be wise, but a companions of fools shall be destroyed. A companion of fools shall be destroyed. Do not be the companion of fools, okay? Or do not be a companion of negative people, right? We become like those with whom we associate. We become like those with whom we associate. We need to be careful of the kind of insulation we use in our lives. We do not need to insulate ourselves from negative people and ideas, but we should never insulate ourselves from godly counsel and wisdom. We do need to insulate ourselves from negative people and ideas, right? We need to stay away from negative people with their negative ideas. But we should never insulate ourselves from godly counsel and wisdom, right? We should stay wise. A number of years ago, I found myself at a stagnation point in my life. I was unproductive and unable to see God's direction clearly. One day, I noticed that almost all of my friends were in the same situation. When we got together, our problems were what we talked about. As I prayed about this matter, God showed me that I needed foundation level people in my life. Such individuals bring out the best in us and influence us to improve. They cause us to have greater faith and confidence and to see things from God's perspective. After being with them, our spirits and our sights are raised. The Lord showed me that I needed to change my closest associations and that I needed to have contact with the right people on a regular basis. You need to have contact with the right people on a regular basis. These were men of strong faith, people who made me a better person when I was around them. Hang around people who make you feel better about yourself. Associate with people who make you feel good about yourself and make you feel good about being around them. I want to feel good about the people around me. You know, it's very important. They were the ones who saw the gifts in me and could correct me in a constructive, loving way. My choice to change my closest associations was a turning point in my life. I have found that it is better to be alone in the wrong. I have found that it is better to be alone than in the wrong company. It is better to be alone than be in the wrong company. Silence is better than unnecessary drama. Stay by yourself. Walk alone. Right? There is nothing wrong with that. A single conversation with the right person can be more valuable than years of study. Did you hear me? A single conversation with the right person can be more valuable than years of study. That is why I like talking to the elders, the wise elders. I like talking to people who are wise, people who are growing in their spiritual life, because I learn a lot from them. Those are the people I like to associate with, so I can learn something. It is very, very important. When you surround yourself with the right kind of people, you enter into the God-ordained power of agreement. When you surround yourself with the right kind of people, you enter into the God-ordained power of agreement. Ecclesiastes 4, verse 9, 10, and 12 states, two can accomplish more than twice as much as one, for the results can be much better. If one falls, the other pulls him up. But if a man falls when he is alone, he is in trouble. And one standing alone can be attacked and defeated, but two can stand back to back and conquer. There is even better. Three is even better, for a triple braided cord is not easily broken, right? One standing alone can be attacked and defeated, but two can stand back to back and conquer. Three is even better, for a triple braided cord is not easily broken. You have to find people that can stand with you, people who will fight with you for the better, not people who will tear you down, right? Steer clear of negative thinking experts. Stay away from negative thinking experts. Steer clear of negative thinking experts. Remember, in the eyes of average people, average is always considered outstanding. In the eyes of average people, average is always considered outstanding. Look carefully at your closest associations, because it's an indication of the direction you're heading. Look carefully at your closest associations, because it is a direction of where you're heading. Where are you heading? Who are you heading there with? These are the questions you need to ask yourself. Are the people that I'm hanging out with piloting me into a better direction, or are they piloting me backwards in life? These are questions you need to ask yourself. You have to think about these things. This, especially in this time, we have to examine the people that we're hanging around with. Life is short. Tomorrow is not promised. We can't sit around wasting time with people who are bringing out the worst in us. We have to hang out with people who are bringing out the best in us, right? Now, for me, I love my family. I love all my family members, and they do not love me back. The love I have for them is not that divine love that I have for them. It's not being reciprocated, and that's okay. That is quite fine by me, because I've come to the realization and I've accepted that my family, yes, they're my family, but they're not my destiny. They're my family, but they are not my destiny, right? Bob Marley once said that a king or a queen never gets honor in his or her own town or country. You never get honor from the same people around you. And that's fine. You don't need to beat yourself up about that. Find people who will bring out the best in you. Find people who will honor you like the king or the queen or the princess that you are. Even Christ, he had to leave his hometown and his people to go find the people that would honor him and respect him and believe in him and believe in what he was doing. So it's okay. Your family and your friends, they don't have to believe in you. But find people who will believe in you, who will bring out the best in you. You do not need to beat yourself up or try to seek approval from family members or friends or people. You don't need their approval. You don't need to seek their approval. They don't need to approve of you. The right people will approve you. The right people will be happy to be around you, and you will be happy to be around them. I know my hair is all over the place today. Yeah, but that is not what I'm talking about. Find the right people to be around. Hang out with the right people. Stop hanging around with people who are taken granted. You've done enough of that for years. Family members, so-called friends, associates, they don't appreciate you. They take you for granted. Leave those people alone. If you have a sister who isn't with you, that's okay. Your brother isn't with you, that's okay. Love them anyway, because we love them and we send them love and happiness and positive vibrations all the time. But we're not going to let them tear us down, because they are not our destiny. Like I said, they're your family, but they're not your destiny. They're your friends, but they're not your destiny. It's as simple as that. Find the people who brings out the best in you. It's not easy to cut off certain people, especially when you live in a family dynamic, but you have to get out. You have to leave those people alone. You have to turn your back on those people and find the people that you want to be around or that you need to be around. If they invite you to stuff, if you don't have to go, you don't have to go. But if you have to go, like they always say, go late and leave early. Show up late and leave early. That means you don't need to be talking to anybody. You go late when everybody is already seated. No need to be greeting anybody, and and you leave early. It's as simple as that. Spend less time with them until it finally fades out. Or Work on yourself, work on your spiritual life. And the more you raise your vibration, the more they will fall out of your life. They will start saying you're crazy. They will start saying, I don't understand her anymore. I don't understand him anymore. It's a mad woman now, or it's a madman, or it's a different person now. Or it doesn't matter. Raise your vibration and let them fall out of your life. You don't need their approval. Even if it's your mother or your father. Yes, your mother gave birth to you. Christ left his mother and his brothers and his sisters. Right? Even the very Bible tells us to leave home and go find happiness, love, whatever it is. You know? They're not your destiny. We were all called on earth to do different things, to fulfill a specific purpose. You can't allow family and friends and associates to keep holding you back. You can't afford to be around people who are bringing out the worst in you. You need people who can bring out the best in you. Right? Take it one step at a time and one day at a time, and find the right people that you need to be around. And they'll bring out the best in you. And with that said, I come to the end of my video, even though my hair is all over the place, but as long as you get the message. I don't like combing my hair, so goodbye. Love, peace, and light all the time. See you next time. Bye.